2018 was the case of so near yet so far when you reflect back on that semi-final?
Look, 6 points up with 8 minutes to go, and an opportunity to get into an All-Ireland final, and well done to Limerick. They got 7 single points in a row, and after extra time we were out on our knees in the dressing room. So, and we really didn't drive on with that 8 minutes to go. So that's something which we have to learn and to put right for 2019, and no doubt we will.
But still, it shows that you were right there in the final straights against the eventual All-Ireland champions. It was a big step on from a heavy semi-final defeat against Waterford 12 months previously.
Yeah, there has been a huge improvement in 2018, there's no doubt about that, and we were missing a couple of players that had a huge role in 2017. Alan Caddick and Stephen MacDonald played big parts in 2017. So we welcome the two of those back into the panel now for 2019. We need to look for a few more players to try and add more value, more experience, that to strengthen our squad again, and we were close, but Limerick had that extra little edge going all year, and composure and that, and we're worthy winners in the end.
You're battle hardened though, after this year that's just gone by. That Munster Championship was a hell of a championship to come through and win.
It was a hell of a championship to win, but if you think that was one, what about 2019? And like you have two new managers, Pádraig Fanning in Waterford and Liam Sheedy in Tipperary. They're going to bring enormous experience to their counties. Clare and Limerick are there as well, and ourselves. So look, Munster's going to be extremely competitive in 2019, starting on the 12th of May here against Tipperary, and then the following week against Limerick. So the supporters will be looking forward to those games, but there's not really a puck of the ball between the 5 teams in Munster, so you need to take your opportunities on the day.
The fixtures computer, I suppose, the two most difficult fixtures possible, really, to start with.
Well, really, that's look, playing Tip here in your first game. That's really what you want. You know what's coming. Sheedy is coming to Cork to try and get 2 points for Tip. We need to get 2 points for Cork, and that's really it. So you'll be focused on that game straight away. There's no doubt about that. And then 7 days later, up to Limerick, play Limerick. So they're fantastic fixtures to have.
As a manager, does that get the excitement a little bit as well? That's a change in Waterford, a change in Tipperary, new teams to pitch yourself against next year with different management teams.
Well, new teams, I don't know, just different new management teams. But look, you saw last year playing Sunday after Sunday how the people supported the matches, the intensity, the hurling was incredible. It'll be the same this year. There's an extra week's break and that, and it'll give counties a chance to recover. But incredible matches coming in May and June next year.
Do you welcome the fact that at least this time round there's a break in the middle? Because some teams found it difficult going 3 weeks in a row last year.
Yeah, it was difficult. We were playing Limerick here last year on our 3rd week in a row, and we were just struggling for the last 10 or 15 minutes. But look, I prefer matches every weekend, and But the 2 weeks break will be good for counties and give players a chance to recuperate.
I'm sure there's two sides to the argument, but is there any advantage to being in Munster, given how battle-hardened you will be coming out of the championship into a semi-final if you were to get to the final?
No, look, Munster is competitive. We know that. We're in Munster, and that's it. And we have to face up to that. We've tipped first Limerick, Clare, and then Waterford. Incredible games, and we just need to make sure that we're in the top 3 when the Munster, round robin series is over. That's our focus. That's our aim, to get into that 3.
Now, we've had teams make breakthroughs in the last few years, Galway, Limerick. Given the weight there has been in this city, in this county, to collect Liam McCarthy, I'm sure Cork are hoping 2019 will be their year to break through as well.
We need to break through, and we've been there. Jimmy Barry was there 2013 All-Ireland final, lost after replay to Clare 2017, 2018. We're there at the table, we're knocking on the door. We now need to take that extra step and just bridge that gap and to go on to another level. But there's inches between matches here in the Munster Championship, and next year is going to be no different.
Given this is your adopted county, and given you've been here for over 4 decades now, would it mean an awful lot to you to land one here, particularly having been in this city for so long now?
It's a huge look. It's Cork is, you saw it here with the Liam Meyler match. Cork is the sporting capital of Ireland, really, in terms of hurling, football, soccer, rugby, everything, and people love their sport here, and it would be brilliant for Cork to win in Ireland in 2019, but every other county wants to win it as well, so there's savage competition there next year, and supporters will enjoy that.
I get the feeling hurling is genuinely in a good place at the moment.
Very, really good.
At the top, anyway.
Yeah. Like those 9 counties that were there last year, Dublin, Wexford, Kilkenny, Galway, and the 5 Munster teams. So it's extremely competitive in that. So, hurling at the top level is in a very healthy position. And, the GA are to be complimented for the way they've structured the series. And, with the crowds that are supporting last year, again, this year is going to be incredible.
We're, I suppose, here to talk tonight mainly about the fact that Chill Insurance are back in for 2 more years with Cork. It's going to bring their association up to 9 by the end of 2020. It's very important to have a big sponsor putting 7 figures into the county.
I think Chill Insurance deserve great credit for their endorsement of the Cork GA product. You know, and the Cork County Board and Tracy and Frank Murphy and Dermot deserve great credit for what they've negotiated with Chill. And you know, we the players, we the management are extremely grateful to Chill Insurance for their sponsorship, and we're also grateful to the County Board for the effort that they've done to organise this contract. So it's good for players, it's good for management, and it's good for supporters.
John, you mentioned this place, Porky Queeve. You know, Porky Rim it did the job while this place was getting renovated. But what a place to bring your team for games.
Yeah, even tonight when you come here for the launch, it's incredible the facilities that are available here, and you know the Cork County Board and the GA deserve great credit for that. I know we're giving out applause here all night, but everybody deserves great credit for that. And this place is fabulous now. We trained here probably the last 6 weeks before the Limerick match, and it's fantastic facility to have. And the modern game, you saw that last week, how it held the soccer game. 43,000 people just slotted in, no problems whatsoever. So it's a sports arena really.
I was talking to John Shea after the game, and he was raving about it. I know he said he loves the idea of playing on the Gaelic pitch anyway, but he was saying this is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've met John a good few times between Ireland and he's over in Reading now, and John loves his hurling, and you know, and he's always on about Waterford hurling, he's always on about Cork hurling. So you know, it showed just how good this facility is, and you know, with 43,000 people at the soccer game, and you know, it was seamless the way it was organised. So great credit to GA and Cork County Board.
I'll ask you then about 2019. What are you hoping out of year 2 of your management then?
Just at this point in time, the goal is to make the top 3 for the Munster Championship, and that's really it. And we'll talk to you after that.